fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, I'll be reviewing the 1989 film Snake Eater 2, The Drug Buster, starring Lorenzo Lamas, Larry B. Scott, Michelle Scarabelli, and Harvey Adkin. But first, a word from our sponsors. An overview of the movie? After killing some local drug dealers who sold to some kids he was looking after, former cop John Soldier Kelly is sent to a mental hospital to find out if he is sane enough to stand trial for his actions. However, word reaches him that his actions did nothing to slow the sale of drugs in the area. Kelly breaks out of the mental hospital and goes on a rampage, taking out everyone involved in the sale of drugs in his city. He won't stop until he's taken out the man at the top of the ladder. The pros of this movie? Well, first of all, they don't waste time with unnecessary backstory. They just get right into business. They just start going right away. The first scene of the movie is all these kids in this gym having fun, preparing for some contest, and two of them collapse because they took some drugs to get some extra energy, and one of them dies, the other one ends up in a coma. And then the very next scene is Kelly going after the drug dealers with like guns and grenades and bombs and stuff, and just blowing everybody up and shooting all these bad guys and killing all these people. That's like less than 10 minutes into the movie, and you already got this fight scene. You already have this establishment of the plot already. This is what's happening throughout. This is the driving force of the movie, and you find out less than 10 minutes in. That's great. That's fantastic. They didn't waste time with unnecessary nonsense like a lot of movies these days do. They just went right to the meat, right to the bone of the story, and went right to it. I love that about this. Also, I really liked that the dialogue in this movie was lighthearted and comedic at times. You could tell these people were having fun. It was meant to be entertaining and a fun experience, and it really helped lighten the mood where everyone else was dying from drugs and stuff. It really helped lighten everything and make it less serious and make it less dreary, but it was still a fantastic movie. Also, I really liked how these people, all these bad guys, it wasn't just like the stereotypical, oh, shoot some bad guys and they die. No, we're talking he did some MacGyver type stuff on these bad guys. You know, ringing up this toilet to explode, or when he starts his car, this big old pipe comes in and impales this guy in the chest. All the kills in this movie were creative and fantastic and entertaining. It was a wonderful thing to watch. It was nice to see some variety and not just gunfight, people die because of bullets hitting them and stuff. It was nice to see something different for a change. Also, possibly my favorite thing about this movie, it has Lorenzo Lamas in it. It stars Lorenzo Lamas. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Lorenzo Lamas and his work that I absolutely love. Like, it doesn't matter how bad a movie is. If Lorenzo Lamas is in it, he's going to entertain me, guaranteed. I always love his performances in movies. So the fact that Lorenzo Lamas was in this movie, I absolutely loved that. The cons of this movie? Well, let's be honest, this movie lacked character development. And by that I mean, you really have to watch the first Snake Eater movie to even understand the character of John Soldier Kelly. You gotta watch that first movie to understand this character, because this movie doesn't do much of anything to develop the character of Kelly. But then again, he was already developed fully in the other movie, so it's not that important, but it's one of those things you can't just sit down and watch this movie by itself and be familiar with this character. You gotta watch the one before it to fully understand the character better. And while it's nice for people like me who watch movies in order, if you're gonna come in at the middle of the franchise and come in at movie number 2, you're gonna be a little lost with this character. So that is a tick against this movie. Also, this is a complaint I had about the first Snake Eater movie. Why the hell does everyone call him Soldier? Seriously, in this movie, his doctor calls him Soldier. His lawyer calls him Soldier. People who should be calling him by his real name are calling him Soldier. What the hell is up with that nonsense? He's got a name. It's John Kelly. Either call him Mr. Kelly or Jonathan Kelly or John Kelly. But why the hell is everybody calling him Soldier? It doesn't make any sense. Also, there's one line in this movie. It's just this one character constantly says this one line, and it gets annoying because you hear it so often. Someone asks him a question. Instead of saying yes, he responds with, "Does shit stink?" That's his answer to any question where his answer should be yes. He says, "Does shit stink? Does shit stink?" Why? You can say one word. It takes less time. Or at least give some variety of little things like that. Like, does a bear shit in the woods? Or, little things like that. Just mix it up. Don't just constantly say the exact same words. Mix it up a little bit. Come on, people. My overall thoughts on the movie? I really enjoyed this movie, and I give it 2 thumbs up. This is, without a doubt, one of those movies where you just shut your brain off for an hour and a half for some entertainment, and as that, this is great. Yeah, the script was silly and campy at times, but that's a good thing. It made the movie more fun to watch. I have to admit, it doesn't hurt that I'm a huge fan of Lorenzo Lamas, but if you enjoy movies that are just mindless entertainment, then you need to check out Snake Eater 2, The Drug Buster. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every week and top 10 lists posted on the 10th of every month. Also, if you have any recommendations for things you would like me to cover in the future, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and follow us on the Twitter sphere at explosions_TV. Thank you, and have a nice day.